Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hooked on Henshins. So today we are reviewing Avataro Sentai DonBrothers Episode 2. So before I record, before I start recording or get into the recording, this will be the first inaugural review in the new house. Meet the new house. Mentioned that I was moving recently, on my videos from last week and stuff, and I just wanted to kind of update you guys. So it's the first inaugural video from my kitchen. Sorry about the lighting. There's not really a way to make it any darker over there or whatever. So just gonna have to be goofy and me look like a ghost for a little bit, I suppose. But anyway, so episode 2 was a lot of fun. I am really enjoying DonBrothers so far. It's very intriguing what we're getting so far as the team setup. Starting off the first episode focusing on yellow instead of the red, even though red was there and had some focus, not all of it. The setup of this like Avatar world and like computer like video game aesthetic to it, which to me is a good way of explaining the CG Rangers. That doesn't bother me as much. Is it new? Is it taking getting used to? Well, yeah. But I'm not expecting it to be like Marvel level CG or anything goofy like that. I'm not stupid. And really intrigued by the connective tissue it will have with Zenkaiger. So far we know that Kaito is there in DonBrothers' world, DonBrotopia, whatever they're going to call it, and owns a cafe that is in the exact same spot that Colorful would be called the DonBro Cafe or something like that, and seemed to be somehow working with Avataro. We haven't gotten that connection yet. We haven't even really seen them talking other than him giving the gear to Ned, please. I don't expect they're cleaning himself. The Zenkaiser gear to Avataro that they used in the last episode. So very interesting to see what's going on there. So this episode picks up with Haruka, and she is Oni's sister, and she has now picked up a part-time job at the cafe, actually. She's wearing like a little maid outfit and everything. She's trying to like hide her face, nobody sees her. And we actually meet, and we don't see him transform this episode, it'll be next episode, who will eventually be Saru Brother. And he's kind of like this, he's intelligent, but he's kind of like this drifter guy that just like tries to scam people and shit. Which I think is funny because he was described as like the intellectual type of guy. So I find that very funny that he's this kind of character now. Oh my goodness, that light is just awful. I'm not sure what to do about it. We're just gonna have to look a little goofy today. Yeah, he's introduced. He has some food and stuff, and he mentioned something like he knows who she is, and he doesn't actually. He's just screwing with her. And he tries to get his food for free. Basically, he says that money is evil. I'm a good man. Money is the root of all evil. Therefore, I don't usually have money on me, so I can't pay for this. Can you take care of it? And he basically dine and dashes. It's kind of funny. Actually, he first says that he'll pay with a haiku. And so he makes a haiku, and she asks, like, is that okay? And the alternate Kaito Black, Kaito, whatever you're going to call him, is like, yeah, that's fine. Just okay with it. Before this, we also see Haruko reading a manga that has something to do with Zenkaiger somehow, and she mentioned something in there about doing something full force, Zenryoku Zenkai, and he goes, Zenryoku Zenkai? What? Like, what's that? Like, Zenryoku Zenkai, what's that mean? So kind of interesting. I'm not sure what we're going with this, if this is our Kaito, who has been captured and brainwashed or lost his memories, and maybe getting the Sentai gears is bringing those memories back, turning them into the Avataro gears is somehow getting his memory back. I don't know. We also get backstory on Kiji Brothers. So you see his home life, how he met his wife, but at one point he's with his wife walking around. I think they've just gotten engaged, probably, something like that. There's like a bus coming at her or something like that. Sorry, I moved my camera around. And he transforms quickly, grabs her, and goes through the little trapdoor, and then comes back out and untransforms before she even opens her eyes, so she doesn't see him transform even. And she thinks that he's really cool, and she loves him, and she's like, oh my god, you saved my life, blah, blah, blah. So he's kind of living the high life, because you can see that he's a very geeky, withdrawn type person, but that becoming a DonBrother has kind of brought out a more protective fighter side to him. I like that. He's very average, very just like, yeah, that guy's cool, but he's cooler than me, clearly, and just like kind of down on himself, which I kind of get. I kind of level with that. Sometimes I feel that same way, Kiji Brother. So again, really good backstory life with him. With just same thing, he was playing the slots game, all of a sudden it popped out the glasses and gave him the blaster, and then whatever his name is, Amotaro's adoptive dad, gave him the mission of finding Amotaro and swearing fealty to him, and there'll be others like you. And so that happens. We also at Momoi at Taro's work we see he has some coworkers he talks with here and there, and they seem to get a little annoyed at how positive he is all the time and how he always tells the truth. And I think that's feeding something into who he is, because he doesn't get easily fooled. I'll get to that in a minute. So the whole plot of it is that there's this older lady, and she asks him how old she looks, and he goes, oh, 68, and that's exactly how old she is. She's like, oh, because a bunch of people there were like, oh, you don't look over 40, blah, 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 and they were just trying to make her feel good or just kidding with her. And so it kind of hurts her, and he doesn't understand why, because he's just telling the truth. And so he ends up walking away after that, and she's getting pissed about it. Like, why do I not look good? What's wrong with me? Blah, blah, blah. That sort of a situation, you know. So he goes on with his day or whatever, and I believe he's delivering a package somewhere. I think to the guy that's Inu brother, actually. I can't remember his name, but the ranger designation will work fine. And he's like, a package for you? And he's like, oh, for me? And the cops are coming after him, and he throws the package at Taro, and he falls over, and then Inu brother, hightails it out of there. And so Taro's just kind of confused or whatever. And he's like, oh, I didn't make a bond with him. Like, dang it. So it seems very important, this making bonds thing. I'm not sure where this is going, but it seems to be very, very critical to his character and what he wants to do as a person. So anyway, after that, we also have Haruka still like struggling with who is this Momotaro guy, DonBrothers, Momotaro. Like, I gotta find him, blah, blah, blah. And so she meets another one of the brain persons. This is Sonona, I think. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I have that wrong. It's the one guy with the spear. And she tries to do it with him as well, and he just basically brushes her off instead of kicking her and transforms into his transformed state, of course. And she is trying to stop Sonoi from killing another person that became the Hitotsuoni or whatever it is. This one's based off Tokyuger this time, which makes sense because Tokyuger, if you didn't know, has an element of like, are their ages really their ages type thing. So it's kind of cool that they blend that from the series into this Monster of the Week situation. So she's trying to stop. Haruka, Oni's sister, is trying to stop Sonoi and the new guy Sonona, whatever his name is, from killing the lady. Destroying the monster and killing the lady. And because she sees her transform into the monster. So she's like, oh, that's her, but I can't let him do that. So she's trying to stop him. I won't let you, blah, blah, blah. And being very protective, being a hero, like she's trying to be. And Sonoi even says that, he's like, huh. He talks to Sonona, he's like, what about those DonBrothers? Like, I don't know who they are, but they're very interesting. So, again, very cool how they're pulling this right now. He doesn't necessarily want to always fight them. He'll defend himself, but he's not, like, completely, like, avoiding them in terms of, like, ignoring them. You know what I mean? So she does her thing for a little while, and then in comes Inu brother, of course, the little CG dog, or cat, whatever it's supposed to be, and then Kiji brother as well. Inu brother is the first one past past Taro to use an Avataro change, does it for Rio Soldier. Transforms to the Rio Soldier Avataro gear, puts it in, Avataro change, Danboroko, and then makes him into Rio Sol Black. So that was cool, seeing him change into a physical suit. There is actually the close-up of his helmet right there while he was doing it. It's clearly a puppet. That wasn't CG, so I thought that was cool. And so Kiji brother tries the same thing, does the same Real Soldier gear, and of course he becomes Real Soul Pink. And instead of being mad that he has a skirt, like a lot of guys would probably be mad they have a skirt because maybe they want to be just masculine. They're like, what about a girl? Blah blah blah. In his place, I wouldn't care. He is like, oh, a skirt. Well, I guess I can see how this might be easy to fight in. He just goes with it. So he's just straight in Real Soul Pink's outfit, doing his thing because he's the pink of the team. So that's who he transforms into. And so they fight with the Real Soulkins. They're kicking ass, fighting the Anoni. Yeah, Anoni, the henchman, doing that. And Oni's sister and DonBrothers are trying to fight the monster. And Sonoi and Sonona are trying to back them off so they don't destroy the monster. We do get a team attack with it's really colorful. It's got him like up on a stage and everything. And it's got him, like each one of them coming in like a separate shot to do part of the final attack, which is kind of cool. I thought, it was really colorful, and the effects in that are great. I really liked this. And we also get to see Momotaro transform for the first time in series. I know there was the specials that they did where he met actual Momotaros or whatever, but in series, the first time we get to see him transform on his own, so that was pretty cool. And their sequences are similar, just that each of them have like a little bit different of a jingle for their transformation, which I think is cool. I like the uniqueness for it. Like, they're all similar aesthetically as far as what they look like with the effects, but they each have a little tiny jingle difference to differentiate the different team members. And I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I really like the Don Blaster. I think mine is supposed to be here this week, maybe even today by the time I'm recording this. But anyway, so then defeating the monster, of course, becomes big, so he has to make Don Zenkaio again. And as far as we know, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get something called Oni Tamajin or something like that. That is supposed to be like, they're supposed to have their own respective mecha combining with Enraidion. I think the best looking CG personally to me right now is Don Zenkaio and Enraidion. Those are looking pretty decent. Kiji Brother and Sawa Brother are okay right now. I don't hate what they look like, but again, they're not really, I don't think their attempt is to like make the most lifelike CGI ever. They're just trying something different, you know, and I respect that. It's kind of goofy seeing Inu Brother like jump up and down on a grunt, and clearly he's not really on top of it, but they do the best they can to make it look decent, honestly, in my opinion. So defeating the monster, I can't remember if they saved the girl. I think they did somehow. I don't know how it works with them doing it instead of the Sonoi or Sonona, but they do end up saving the lady, because a bunch of times she keeps coming up to Taro saying, "Oh, look, I'm younger. How old am I?" And he keeps saying, or how old am I? And he keeps saying 68, 68, 68. So it's clear. A couple things to pick up in this episode. It's clear that Taro has something about him where he's not easily fooled by things. If this means that he's not human, if he's made out of data, something about him means that he can see through illusions and things like that. I'm sure that'll come into play in a few different episodes. But I'm really liking this like slow build up to them eventually knowing who each other are. They still right now have no clue who each other are. They just met up in battle, are transformed. Next episode is Sawa Brothers' debut, of course. Transforming anyway, in suit. Yeah, so I'm guessing that probably by, I don't know, maybe episode 5 or 6, maybe 7, somewhere around there, the whole team will have met each other in person and seen each other transform in person, and maybe even we'll get like a full-ish team, henshin, transformation, avatar change, whatever. But I'm really liking this so far. I'm liking that we're getting little spurts of the characters here and there, understanding who they are. We know a little bit about Inu Brother being an on-the-run criminal, a bit more about Taro and his like how he interacts with people at work, more about Haruka and her journey of like trying to find Taro and all this. And little like, splotches here and there that, insinuate things about Sawa Brother eventually as well. So I really like this. I like that it's a slower take to get the whole team together. I don't want it to span like more than like 10 episodes or maybe not even like 7. But right now I like it because we're getting a lot of really good time with each character before we move into the plot and the overarching plot that we're going to be delving into for the rest of the series. But overall for the episode, I probably give it a strong 9-ish out of 10, I would say. Only because I wish there was a bit more interaction with at least Inu Brother in his like untransformed state. I'm sure we'll get his backstory and him being like, why the hell am I a dog, blah, blah, blah. Because she mentions that. Haruko says that, what does she say? Oh, a dog? Really? And she's all confused and he's like, you're telling me, lady, I didn't choose this. So I thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the episode. Do you guys like DonBrothers this week? What do you guys think of it overall? Do you hate it, like it, love it? Favorite scenes, favorite characters in it? I should be getting my Don Blaster pretty soon, so I'll try to do a Toku Toy view on that. Don't know how I'm going to pull it off exactly because where I record at, my boys are just past that wall, one sleeping here and one back there. But I'll try my very best. If anything, I might record in my garage. But until next time, stay hooked on Henshins. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.